Hello, this is Vance, also known as Marsh Dweller. Marsh Dweller. Before I start this video off, I would like to welcome any new viewers to my channel. On this channel, I will be discussing retro video games, organizations that help to prevent child abuse, and especially promoting genital integrity. I'm also interested in skepticism and questioning absurdities in religion. In this video, we will be listening to an audio clip given to me last year by a friend named Michael. Certain words and phrases have been censored to protect the innocent. Viewer discretion is advised.
Like everybody else's did. And I'm telling you.
I will. I'm going to get his weights. And whenever you put your weights on your penis and you grow your hoodie back.
I don't think that works that way, Mary.
Yes,
I'm just saying.
That's what he wanted before. So that's what
Michael, you are a Class A weirdo.
I never said that I wanted that ever.
Creepiest thing I've ever heard.
That's what you wanted before. I'll get it for you. You can put your weights on your penis, grow your hoodie back, and see how good it is.
No, it doesn't regrow 30,000 nerve endings that you cut off of me.
Michael,
you know what?
I don't know anything about the
it's
nerve
like
endings.
Anything else, Michael. You need to get over it. What part of it? Get over it. Don't you understand?
I'm with
It's
Mom.
done. It's over with. Get over it.
Denial can become an extremely negative force and most unhelpful when it is misused to justify the hurt inflicted upon others, and to deny the validity of any harm perceived by the victim. It is essential to acknowledge a person's personal experience of trauma and to be understanding of it. Unfortunately, most parents of circumcised males who ask them for more information about how and why they were circumcised do not respond appropriately to the confrontation. They may respond with anger, may refuse to listen, and may react aggressively to justify their decision.
It's done. We done the right thing for you. And still into this world, I still say we did the right thing.
Yeah, I'm with
you know
Mom,
why?
I'm with Mary Ann.
Because I worked at a nursing home for 5 years.
She saw old
before
shit.
you even came along.
Mom, tell her.
When I was still in high school.
And I'll tell you what, I'll back her
I got
up.
there nursing home. I worked there for 5 years, Michael. I've seen those penises.
They're weird,
and
aren't they?
I've seen that they were infected all the time.
Then
and
they're
they had
weird.
to be cleaned out by nurses and got checked by doctors all the time.
And
One
Mommy's
of them got
right.
gangrene, and it was like this. His penis was like this by the time.
And I'm sure all the women were perfectly clean and needed nothing cut off of their body.
This. You know what? The women have yeast infections.
In fact, cutting a baby boy's genitals creates immediate health risks, such as, but not limited to, anesthetic damage, phimosis, hairy shaft, degloving, hemorrhage, needle stenosis, and even death. The foreskin is actually an important and functional body part, protecting the head of the penis, also called the glans, from injury and providing moisture and lubrication. Circumcision also diminishes sexual pleasure later in life. Lazy caretakers who refuse to properly clean an intact male's penis is not a good enough excuse to circumcise your infant baby boy for no medical necessity.
It gets medicine on them.
Yeah, just like
and
the
they
penis
can't-
should.
No, because it's still infected, Michael.
You
and
got
their
a better
penis
dick,
was
Michael.
like
We made
this.
you a better damn dick.
Look, their penis got like this, Michael. It curved inwards. Do you understand? And then how is he supposed to pee?
And
How? There's no dumb stuff about it. I seen it with my own fucking eyes.
And let me tell you something what backs her up. I got a friend that's nurse. I talked to her and she back her up, back 100% on that. It's weird.
And I'm sure that all the men in Europe just die from it. And all of the women are perfectly
Michael,
clean.
in this country, it's a
Women are not clean. And you know what? Whenever they get
So what parts is it okay to cut off from
Whenever
women?
they get an infection, they are easier to clean than
They are
men.
not.
Because
Listen.
whenever it's in the vagina, the vagina has a bigger hole and it gets cleaned out by medicine, which is your little monostats.
Rationales offered in cultures that promote female genital cutting, such as hygiene, disease prevention, improved appearance of the genitalia, and social acceptance, are similar to those offered in cultures that promote male circumcision. Whatever the rationale, forced removal of healthy genital tissue from any child, male or female, is unethical. Boys should have the same rights as girls to an intact body, and to be spared this inhumane, unnecessary surgery. Girls usually have more cervical infectious diseases than males. However, Americans prefer treating them with holistic medicine, whereas for males we automatically revert to amputation.
So there's an entire aisle for
And
women's
then-
hygiene, but we have to only have surgeries for men.
And
I wonder if
then
she hears what she's saying.
You have And then you have...
It's a better penis. It's a better penis.
Circumcision ablates the most sensitive parts of the penis. The foreskin compromises over 20,000 sexually specific nerve endings. Why would you force that on your child?
Which one is more stereotypically dirty? The woman's vagina or the man's penis?
Man's penis.
No, it is not.
Oh,
Yes, it is.
The woman opens up their legs and it smells like the fish.
From the skin.
I mean,
From skin, Michael. If you ever, you know, you can talk about your females smelling like fish or not.
Women out.
You know what? The male penis.
no, the science says that
whenever it's
85%
not
of women who have been
clean,
with
it does
both
the same
prefer men
thing.
that are intact. And I can show you the
It
stats.
does the same.
And which men you like? The men that's intact or the men that's got the stuff going?
She's never been with the other one. And 85% of women who've been with both prefer them to be uncircumcised.
No, it does not.
My friend, I tell you what, I asked the 3 girls that I know.
No, it does not, Michael.
And all of them said that is gross.
So I'm done with you until you
You're
get
just
over
wrong,
this little
Mike.
Then we're
thing
done.
here. You know what? You're an adult. You can do whatever the hell you want to. But at the
Michael,
end of the
that
day,
is gross.
you need to get over it because you know what?
We're
One of
trying to
these
help
days,
you.
you will be here saying thank you, Mom, for
I will
getting
never,
me done.
ever.
Yeah. Just
Foreskin restoration is a process for lengthening the shaft skin of the penis to restore a foreskin. Circumcision removes the femur band, the ridge band, and all or part of the frenulum. Although foreskin restoration cannot replace the missing structures, foreskin restoration can create slack skin that covers and protects the glands. A restored foreskin also gives men a feeling of being whole again, that the parts that were cut off without their permission have been restored. There are a growing number of men who resent being circumcised.
like going from Michael Savage to Richard Dawkins
To
going from Christian that I have to read every single Bible there is and every single religion there is to now I'm an atheist. So
And Michael,
you know what? You go from one extreme to the other.
It
You don't
is
have
absolutely
it's either
was our
white
decision
or
to
black.
make.
There's no gray for you.
And Michael,
and
that
that is your illness.
That was
is
our
your
decision to
illness.
make.
Nobody else's.
It was not.
That's
it
your
was our
illness.
decision to make.
And that
It is not your decision to make. His body, his rights.
is your
That's
autistic.
just like immunizing
That is
you.
your autistic ways. You don't see gray. You either see white or you see
And
black.
Mommy's right.
That's
Listen
your
to what Mommy's
autistic
saying.
ways. There is no gray for you, and you need to learn it. And you
Yeah.
need to figure it out where the gray marks are, because there is plenty of.
There's no
between
gray
white
mark in between
and
what
black.
parts of your body you're allowed to cut off and what parts you're not
Michael,
allowed
you
to
have-
cut off.
you're
Once
not paying
again,
attention to
we're
the other
looking
side.
at circumcision.
These parents have crafted the necessary denial they must have to live with it themselves. They expect him to do the same. They got over it, so why doesn't he? But he has a different perspective. It is his body that has been modified without his consent.
And instead of your life in general, Michael, look at what you're doing. You're either going from one extreme to the other. You can't be in between a Democrat and a Republican. You can't do that.
No, I'm pretty in between.
No,
you can
you're
even ask
not.
Dad.
Now,
No,
look,
you're not.
I have
Michael,
conservative things and
Michael,
I have liberal
You're
things.
just
Forget about
100% one
Look,
or the other. There is
listen,
no
Michael,
gray for you whatsoever.
Michael's mom, I would like to inform you that you know little to nothing about politics. There are many different ideologies on the political spectrum that are not one way or the other.
When people your age's dicks look regular.
And you need to put this stuff away and listen to what we're saying
Listen,
to you.
Michael, when people's dicks look regular, okay? Your dick looks like everybody else's dick, it's all good. But when your dick looks different, and you say I lined 10 guys your age,
Michael,
and I laid them in the room.
that's just like,
Why the hell would you have 10 naked guys in your room?
okay, all the kids at school are now cutting their hair down there.
I do not support these parents' behavior, and I would recommend them to listen more to their intelligent son who is aware of his loss. I hope you have found this video educational and informative. Until next time.